Hello guys and welcome to a new video. This time I will be doing a video about the Financial Modeling World Cup because, as you might know or might not know, I'm not only doing the Excel esports stuff, I'm also doing the Financial Modeling World Cup. And sometimes if they, especially for case 2, if case 2 is some Excel heavy case, like in this case, I do a walkthrough about it. And in this case, it was something about a streaming company, and you are a financial analyst. Something interesting, not that finance heavy, but also an interesting case because it shows that you also need to know a lot about Excel when you want to work in this area. So my normal work mode is that I work along the questions, which I will do now. No, not this. User Streamify May 2025. And therefore, I simply use here by call sum. And in May, we have, was it May? Yeah, in May it was answer C. So question, I don't know how many questions do we have? 22. So, cool. Okay, question 1 is answer C. Question 2 is about cheapest monthly subscription plan. And we have different currencies and different prices and different price increases. So I therefore make a separate sheet called price, copy this stuff in here, and then I unfortunately have a timeline lambda, but I can only start my timeline lambda on a year, not on an intermediate year. So I need to model this separately, but we're starting here, so equals, so we want to model something kind of dynamic. Okay, your months we want to have, I think 12 months or more. No, 12 months. Sequence 12 columns starting from -1 and then +1, and then you basically have those months. You could also start at the end of the month. Probably let's do that. And then is there custom? Let's copy. Copy is here, and we have our, is it too long? June, May. Okay. Oh yeah, we need to start at 0. Forgot that, as I've deleted the -1. So let's name this time, because we will probably need it later. And then I did this manually in the local currency until here. And then starting from here, we did this times 1.1. And this we copied as a hard copy there. Not the most intelligent approach, but will do. $105. And here. And we now model this only in local currency. We will then in the next step convert it to, I think US dollar is the leading currency. Not that you wonder about why those currencies are that different. Equals times 1.12. Okay, let's format this. Okay, local currencies. US dollar. Okay, and therefore I simply use the transpose of this because it's in the same order, RMB, RMB or DMB, and then I use this area here and divide it by the transposed currency, and we have our currency. Now the question was cheapest monthly subscription plan in December. Cheapest is Betsville. Betsville is answer D. So revenue. Now it's getting revenue during the year in Morlandia's local currency. Okay, so therefore I need the streaming data. Let's copy it in here. Or users, not the streaming data, sorry. This multiplied with this is in local currency. Okay, and we want to know more Morlandia in the whole year, which is 9.886. 9.886 is here, answer A, B, C, D, E, F. So the last one. Answer F. Now the total revenue in US dollar across all countries for the whole year. I don't need the local currency revenue. Let's make it the whole currency revenue or the US dollar revenue, since we have here our US dollar prices, and then use a bicall sum and a general sum 436.8. 436.8 is answer C. In which month are the cost of sales the lowest? So what are cost of sales? I have no clue, so I go into the PDF. Financial model doesn't matter. Cost of sales fixed 2.89 per user. So when is our cost of sales fixed per user, and since we only know when our user base is the lowest, we then have our answer, and our user base is the lowest in July, I think. Yeah, minus this, so in July 2024. So here answer A. Then, how much money will be paid in royalties to artists in February 2025? And we know royalties are 60% of revenue. And we have here our price revenue stuff, multiplied with 0.6. Roy pay, and the question was in February, which is here 22.376, 22, which is answer B. Now 7, Streamify's EBITDA for the whole year, for the year. I think they mean fiscal year. Yeah, not 100% clear. Okay, do I want to have, yeah, EBITDA revenue is coming from here, royalties is are coming from here, then COGS are where we are here, sum of this times 2. We have the COGS here times this, and then fixed costs equals assumptions SG&A times 12, and then EBITDA equals this minus sum of those. 31.867. 31.867 is answer A. Question 8. How many streams did Windlepoons in April in Cockloraco? So I need consolidated streams because those tables are not consolidated. And also, yeah, not in the same format. So month band ID streams, region that I have the region at the side. Now this is, I think, formatted the same. Yes, only that, but more streams. Discworld. Yeah. Modelandia. And here we have first something else to do. We have 3 different pages. So I copy them separately. Which is a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. And now you see here, this is only a 3-figure number, but it's the same number of bands as before, so we need to format it in this approach, which is BAND and text, this with 5 zeros, and we have it in the same format. And we then can copy it in here. Okay, let's get rid of this. And this is Beats Hill. Okay, we have consolidated streams. Let's use here a pivot table, but not a pivot table, we use pivot by, because pivot by is better. Pivot by row fields are the month, no, the band is the band, column fields is the month, value is other streams, function is sum, and it will calculate shortly. Let's calculate. Here we go. Here, this is the month. Here are the bands sorted. We have totals. And yeah, the question was the streams in Cockler. And we can use the filter function here. Filter array. This should be this. Band is 03. How many streams in April? And streams in April were 26,780, which is answer F. Seems a lot to do for 15 points. I think it was 15 points. Yeah, a lot for 15 points, but you will see it later that, yeah, that it's easier later. So streams for all bands in December, also in Cockler. Since we have it in a single table, we can simply go down here, and this is our figure of interest, 36.829, which is also answer F. 10 questions, 20 minutes. Yeah, I think it will took us around 40 minutes with all this talking. How many streams did this jazz band in December in Bettsville? Streams, different type color. So this should be then Bettsville. The ID is 529. View 528. year and December is of interest. 11851, which is answer A. How many streams in total in Bettsville for all bands in March 2025? We have filtered it. 38.5 million, which is answer E. What were the total streams for artists not signed to a major record label? Okay, so first we have here our bands and also stuff, and I add here major record label, and then I do an XLOOKUP for the band in the band data in here, returning have they been in a major record label. And then our filter is then filter column E, and the answer should be not signed, so no. Okay, yeah, here we go. Total streams. So we need to go to the total here, which is 2.101 billion, which is answer A. Question 13. What is the highest stream multiplier achieved by any of the bands? Okay, now it's getting a little bit more tricky because based on what they do and which country they are, they get different stream multipliers, and based on the stream multiplier they get their royalties paid out. I think I do this in the bands tab. So, because based on the streams per year they get something. SPI, not spider, streams per year. Sum if s, sum range is given here. Criteria range is given here. Criteria is here. Here we have the streams per year for all bands. Then up to it's a question. Up to 12,000 or 11,999. 1199999 1199999 larger. Okay. Which is the artist multiplier? The XLOOKUP for this in here, returning the multiplier, which is a number, thankfully not oddly formatted, but a number. Exact match or next larger item. So here 0, 5, 55, that's 200,000. Here it's in this range, so it should be fine. So this was the first multiplier. Then when major record label, there's a multiplier. MR equals if this equals yes, then this, otherwise this. Then based on the music they do, well, first the home country, there's a multiplier, CM, it's basic XLOOKUP for this, and here returning this. Europe gets the most, as it should be. No errors. Okay, and then music style. The style is here. First we need to find out if it's an XL rock or XL music. So here how is it called? Is an XL team 0. So if it's 1, then 3, otherwise 1. Okay, total multiplier, it's simply a product of those multipliers. Maximum is ask, and the maximum is 4.32, which is answer E. Took us a little bit longer, but yeah. Total adjusted number of streams. And for this, you need to multiply. So first get rid of this here. For that, we need to multiply those streams with the according band multiplier, and work from there on. So hard copy and then an XLOOKUP for the band name, XLOOKUP for this in here, returning the total multiplier, and then we multiply those streams sorry, that was not as it should be. Multiplied. Is it working? Yeah, it is. Multiplied with the adjusted streams. We have some value errors because our pivot by function don't output zeros for nothing. It outputs empty space. But with an if error, we can make this 0. And the total number of adjusted streams. No, there's something odd. Okay. Because the stream number should match. At least it matched in my initial approach. Okay. Have I missed something? Let's find out. It was even prettier than my current approach. Adjust streams. Total times 2.841. The sum is 550. So I have 2.841. I don't have 550. Why do I don't have 550? Okay, so there's something wrong with those styles. Okay, based on the songs played. Okay, let's take a look. Seems kind of 436, and this is 550. Okay, something is odd. Something is odd. So we here have an basic XLOOKUP, but -1. And then starting from 0 makes also sense. Okay, let's adjust it. Okay, 550. Okay. So here this XLOOKUP I looked up wrongly. I need to look up for the highest and then go down. So back to the question, or not to this. Back to the question. Total adjusted number of streams. Streams totals 851. 851 is E. And then next question, total royalty payment to Clicker Harmony. And the royalty payment is multipliers. So number of streams divided by total adjusted streams multiplied with the royalties. Okay, so we need here a bicall sum. Then we divide this by this. Is this then the share they get from the total royalties? I think so. Yeah, because it's the part they have from total adjusted royalties. And then this multiplied with royalty payout, which is here in money. The problem is I have no idea which band is here, but we can adjust it. we have the bands, and here the date is up there. Now back to the question. Clicker harmony January 80 080 for January. Clicker harmony 4.145, which is answer A. Next, how many bands had a stream multiplier of more than 1 but less than 0? More than 0 but less than 1. Here, count if S. Count if S larger than 0. But smaller than 1. 625, which is answer B. Now, how many artists received no streaming royalties? So, here we have our streaming royalties. Okay, we need a biro. Sum. And then we count zeros. Count if 0, 205, which is answer B. Again, kind of odd. How many money did the top paid artist received during the year? Here streams. Max is answer, as you can see here, it's answer C. Yes. C. 4 questions to go. Then, what was the average royalty payout for the entire year? And if I go there and throw over the total column an average, then I'm not getting the exact result. There is a kind of an hiccup there because we don't know currently how it's calculated. If I exclude, for example, all the only those that are larger than 0 and larger than 0, then I get to a much more higher number, which could be also not right. The thing we came up currently is if a band does not have any streams. I think that was one of the assumptions. So let's see where we are. So let's do a filter of this if there is a number here, and then use an average over that. Which is also not 100% right. Which is kind of weird. Yeah, unfortunate. So what I did then, not calculating there a lot. It could be wrong, but I simply took the average over this and then took the lowest distance. So in this case I took answer C. And the same problem we have with the next question. So for the median, I simply also took the median here and took the smallest difference, which is also answer C. So it could be wrong, but since it wasn't stated exactly what to do. Which band with an Excel style music had the highest royalty payment in my band multiplier style, and if it's 3 then it's Excel, and then we filter a stack the band, and I think it was May. If this is true, okay, this is a little bit longer. Okay, why? There's no filtering here. 1000. You are not 1000. Where do I have lost the bands? There are not 1000 bands. There's some bands that do not have anything and they're therefore excluded here. That's the problem. Okay. Okay. So therefore I need here a lookup. In the bands table for the band ID, returning the style, and this should be then 3. And yeah, we filter on based on this, and then we do a max lookup. So x lookup max here, returning this. Come on. 793, and then we do a lookup for this in the table for bands for the ID, returning the name. Red Hot Chilean Peppers, which is answer B. Last question. Which style of music had 0 streams across all the countries during the year? Okay. Bring in here all the styles. No, not here, to the bands. Sum if s. Sum range is given here. Criteria range is given here. Criteria is here. Here we go. And there is... where's the 0? I want a 0. Ah, yes, okay. Need to make absolute references. And there's a 0 for SCA. You can also use then their conditional formatting to find it super fast. So here we're at SCA, which is answer B. And with this, we've solved the case where all answers. I'm not 100% sure about those median average thing, but yeah, it was an interesting case. A little bit of Excel, not that much finance knowledge, but yeah, interesting at all. So thank you for your attention. I hope to see you next time. Bye.